Walking through campus, I can see various NPCs who appear as busy students among the masters. Not only do the NPCs look slightly different, but their behavior seems a little off. Maybe it's their lack of a soul. To them, this battle is just a string of data variables. Within a small group of gathered masters, one person stands out like a sore thumb. Oh, it's you. So you qualified for the actual tournament as well. Thanks, because that's an actual night. I believe that I remarked that we would meet again. It's Leo. The force of his presence overwhelms his seemingly innocent appearance. Before, it felt like he was a wolf that loosened in the chicken coop. Now I feel out of place. And he isn't alone. Behind him stands a shadowy figure radiating the same aura of strength. The figure is clad in armor and armed with a sword. His aura marks him as a servant. Wait. Gawain? As in Sir Gawain? As in the Knight of the Round Table? Uh-oh.
従者のガウェインと申します。以後お見知りおきを。どうか我が主の良き好敵手であらぬか。
Uh-oh. As the armored figure nods in greeting, an enigmatic smile forms on his lips. He is the exemplar of knighthood and, through a servant, has the same bearing as his master. Sir Gawain, one of the knights of the Round Table mentioned in the legend of King Arthur. It is said that his prowess rivaled King Arthur's and his holy sword was equal in power to Excalibur. When Gawain wasn't using Excalibur himself, because he actually got to do that. It's obvious that he is a saber-class servant. It won't be too hard to learn more about him. Maybe I'll discover a weakness of his. I'm sure Leo is aware of how much information he's given me, but he seems unconcerned. It's obvious that he chooses not to concern himself with such things as subtlety or tactics. For him, if something is destined to be revealed, so be it. From his point of view, his victory is all but assured. His superiority over others reinforced every day since he was born. With a polite bow, Leo and his servant turn to depart, leaving me somewhat dumbfounded. Leo, I knew one of the Hardways would be here, but the scion of the family himself? With that murmured comment, the murderous glare of ridge shot at Leo was almost palpable. Power of the Holy Grail. I guess the plutocrats of Europe see a threat in this air. But still, to risk him? Oh well, what was borrowed on Earth will be repaid in heaven. Things just got more interesting. Although my powers as a wizard are far superior to his. I get the feeling that Leo has little concern for those like us. Thought so much as saying hi that now fired up Rintosaka almost seems to stomp away. I should spend some time looking into Gawain's background. I'll head to the library later. Hold on, I just want to see if Kat has anything new to say. Oh, she does. After exploring the academy grounds, we return to the private room assigned to us. Even though this room is probably the only safe area in this place, I can't bring myself to relax. This bloodbath, known as the Holy Grail War, me being recognized as a wizard despite my amnesia, and being given a servant who's capricious at best. I get it. My nervousness isn't being caused by confusion, but comes from the fact that I'm the only sane person present in this madhouse. What do I do now? If Rintosaka is right, the only way to leave this place is to win the Grail. But I'm not nearly strong enough to do that. The only way to survive, to not die, is to take down opposing masters one by one until only I...
暗い顔してないでこっち向いてください。センシティブな悩みはもうちょっと手を汚してからの方が有意義だと思います。
The voice coming from beside me snaps me out of my black study. On a platform made from several desks sits my servant in an uncharacteristically demure manner.
はい、飼育タイムはそこまでです。今のご主人様は弱々な状態なんですから、悩んでもいいことなんて一つもありません。弱り目にたたり目、泣きっ面に蜂、年上の女房は七に入れても即ゲットと申します。
what?
ですのでここは一つ無理にでも上げていかないと。お一人で悩まれるのは辛いですよ、マスター。
Funny, but Castor doesn't seem annoyed at her pitiful master. Rather, she's trying to cheer up someone she sees as a rather depressed noble. While I truly appreciate her attempts at cheering me up, her metaphors definitely need some work.
やっと笑ってくれましたね。ねえご主人様、せっかくお部屋をいただいたことですし、ここは改めて自己紹介をいたしませんか？
I have to credit Castor's smile with easing my considerable stress. Also, her suggestion of more detailed introductions is a pretty good idea. When I made the choice to have Castor as my servant, there wasn't a whole lot of time to get acquainted.
はい、それでは私の方からご挨拶を。私の神名は諸事情 Z 的な規制などによって明かせませんが、
T regulations?
それはもう由緒正しい、自分でもどうかと思うぐらい霊験新たかな狐耳のお手伝いさんです。どうぞ気兼ねなくキャスターとお呼びしてくださいね。でもおまえとか気安く呼んでくださった方が嬉しいんですけど、私ったら言っちゃった。
I'm sorry, you what? What? Maybe not yet. Was that last part supposed to be a joke? It didn't really sound like one. I wonder, is Castor really this ditzy or is it just a facade? Either way, I need to stay on my toes. But disregarding all of that for the moment... Okay, so apparently there's an alternative option where if I was playing as the female character, you'd actually get to call... You basically get to remind Castor that, hey, you're being romantic towards somebody female, which, again, keep in mind this game was made in 2010, right? So keep that in mind. Her reaction is, I'd prefer a male master, but it doesn't really matter in the end. Besides, if there are any issues, I have my magic. Which means she can probably gender swap people. But that being said, since I'm playing as the male, what do you mean by T regulations? What are T regulations? Wait. T regu... Are you kidding me? This Holy Grail War has had the ESRB down on it?
Z 的な規制というのはですね、エロエロなことをしちゃってもいいんだぜという意味です、きっと。でも私は空気が読めるので、そういうのは自粛中ってことで一つ。ご主人様もあまり女の子の過去とか詮索しちゃダメですよ。
No, I haven't. While her enigmatic smile gives away nothing, the fact that her ears are totally stiff seems to be a subtle warning to drop the subject. In the face of Castor's ominous note to self, make sure Castor never plays poker. I feel like she'd be giving away. I feel like her tells would be obvious. In the face of Castor's ominous silence, a slight nod of agreement is the only answer I dare give.
はい、物分かりのいいご主人様で嬉しいです。まあ、エロエロなのは R で、Z まで行くと人体をこ
う。Certain. Oh no. I get the feeling this might be Caster might be the kind of person who kind of wishes it was M regulations instead.
流血させたり爆発させたりコロコロしちゃうことなんですけどね。
Yeah, that smile up there. She wishes it wasn't T regulations. She wishes it was something more.
次はマスターの番ですね。記憶が曖昧でも分かる範囲でこう
That smile on her face does not inspire confidence in me at all. Well, I'd love to tell her something about me. I cannot recall a single thing about my past. All I know for sure is my name and that I am a student. Memories of my family, my friends, even my dreams for the future are all clouded over.
あー気にしない気にしない。ドンマイですよマスター。記憶なんてなくても困らないし、何かの拍子でサクッと戻ってくるものです。っていうか戻ってもいい記憶だって保証もないし、むしろ戻らない方がいいことだってあるようなないような。
She's gotten surprisingly somber. Why? Something she has experience with? Anyways. I'm probably imagining it, but Caster sounded slightly dejected just now. It's almost as if I somehow unintentionally blew off her attempt at encouragement.
わかりました。箱花はまたの機会に取っておくとしましょう。戦いも恋愛も前向きが一番です。と、そろそろ時間ですね。いつまでも話していたいところですが、ご主人様にとってこれは初陣。休憩はほどほどにして決戦への準備にかかりましょうか。楽しい話はあの生意気なワカメ頭を懲らしめた後ということで。
Caster gives me a mischievous grin. It's not like it affected me or anything, but I do feel better now. Right now, I need to focus on surviving because if I die, Caster will be forced to share my fate. I'd never forgive myself if I let that happen to her, especially after all she's tried to do for me. Yeah, no, definitely not. Gonna save after that little convo. Just wanna make sure she doesn't have anything else to say.
初陣は誰しも実力を発揮できぬもの。何回ポカをしてもご愛嬌というやつです。ビギナーズアンラックみたいな。
She knows English.
相手はあのエセイケメンですし、まずは
At least some
私に
English.
任せちゃってください。
Alright. It's getting kinda late for me today. So you know what? I'm gonna call it for now. See you next time.